74 million miles away sits what could be the most significant creation in all of human history. The Kepler telescope has been alone in space, scanning the heavens for over 6 years, looking for the answer to one of life's oldest questions. If Kepler finds what it's looking for, it will usher in a new age for all life on Earth, and we will need to redefine our place in the universe. I wanted to honor this incredible spacecraft by recreating it, so I've created a fully functional Kepler telescope in Minecraft. But in order to understand how it works, it's important to first understand how the real Kepler telescope works. Because while the real Kepler faces challenges such as downtime and sunspots, the tribute version runs into the small hiccup that is creating entire planets, but nothing we can't work around. Kepler's goal is to look for planets that can sustain life. By using sensitive equipment to look at the same stars for a very, very long time, it can detect small and infrequent changes in light. When a planet passes in front of a star, it makes the star appear ever so slightly dimmer. If a planet's orbit happens to be facing our solar system, Kepler will read that star's light over years, and any resulting pattern of dimming will tell us if we found a new planet. Once confirmed, scientists can mathematically determine many other attributes about the planet, including size, temperature, and distance from its sun. These are the most important qualities for finding liquid water, which makes them the most likely candidates for life, unless we learn otherwise. It wasn't until 1992 that scientists confirmed the existence of the first planet outside of our solar system. Today, the Kepler telescope has discovered nearly 2,000 of these exoplanets, some of which may contain life. If humans are meant to be a spacefaring race, then we could be living in the exact moment that our young civilization opens its eyes for the very first time. So how is such an object created inside Minecraft? After all, the stars in the sky seem to be fairly static, but there is one star whose light illuminates the entire world. The Kepler Tribute's redstone photometer works in exactly the same way as the real telescopes. A light detector attached to a graphing mechanism displays changes in light that pass between the telescope and the sun. Of course, worlds don't fly through the Minecraft sky on their own, so we need to build one from scratch. Luckily, YouTuber and redstone expert Cube Hamster was kind enough to create a series of homemade planets that pass between the sun and the telescope on command. The light sensor inside the cylinder detects changes in light as the planet passes and sends that information to a series of redstone lamps. The lamps then display the information in a chronological fashion, creating graphs like the ones produced by the real Kepler telescope. From there, we can read the graphs to determine the size of the custom planet, and if we create multiple planets, we can use the time between transits to find the distance between them, just like the real Kepler can use similar data to determine planet size and orbital period. Using this method, the Kepler telescope has discovered many Earth-like planets that could support life. Unfortunately, the real Kepler spacecraft suffered a series of malfunctions which made it no longer able to look for planets the same way it used to. Still, the data it transmitted from its glory days has yet to be fully processed, which means we may find even more. Kepler itself does not have the tools to detect life. Once it has found a likely candidate, we can point our other telescopes at it to observe the planet's atmosphere and look for telltale traces of life. But without it, we would have never been able to narrow our search down from 100 billion to just a few dozen. And scientists at NASA are optimistic that we will find such traces within 20 years. 20 years. That means we may be able to look up at a specific star in the sky and tell our children, for the first time ever, there is life there. Right there. Thanks to Kepler, after that moment, life here on Earth will never be the same.